Hello everyone, hope you all are doing good. Welcome to the CASI to all my dear students. Our today's topic is BCG Matrix. So I just wanted to ask you what you think is a BCG matrix. What should be the full form of BCG matrix? BCG matrix is developed by Boston Consultancy Group in the early 1970s. According to these techniques, business and products are classified as a low or high performance depending upon their market growth rate and relative market share. Market growth rate and relative market share are two of the important elements of BCG matrix. BCG matrix means Boston Consultancy Group matrix. The BCG matrix, also called as a growth share matrix. Boston Consultancy Matrix, Boston Counseling Group Analysis and Portfolio Diagram is a chart that was created by Mr. Henderson for Boston Consultancy Group in 1970 to help corporations to analyze their business units, that is, their product lines. It helps the company to allocate the resources and it used as an analytical tool in brand marketing, product management, strategic management, and portfolio analysis. It is a simple tool to assess company's position in terms of product range. It helps the company to think about its product, services, and make decisions about which products to be kept and which product should be let go and which it should invest into the future. Basically, this matrix helps the organization to understand what products are into the top position into the market and what products are into the declining stage, so it should product should let go, and which should be the product which are into the growth stage, so they can put more and more investment for the same. So this matrix is very helpful to measure the performance of the particular product into the market. So as discussed, two things are measured into this matrix, which are market growth rate and relative market share. BCG matrix is based on two variables, that is rate of growth of the product and market and the market share in that market by the firm relative competitors. So let's move to our first point, which is relative market share. Market share is the percentage of total market that is being serviced by your company measured either in revenue terms or unit value terms. It is the higher your market share, the higher the proposition of your market you control. So now next question, how will you calculate the relative market share? So here is the formula to calculate the relative market share. It is business unit sales this year, that means current year, divided by leading rival sales right for this year, that means the current year. That is how you can calculate the relative market share of your respected company. Next point is market growth rate. Market growth rate, an indicator of attractiveness of the industry, and relative market share is an indicator of strength of the firm industry related to the competitors. Market growth rate helps the company to understand what is its strength and what are the key points of your company into the market. Market growth rate is used as a measure of market attractiveness. Market experiencing high growth rate are the ones where the total market share available is expanding. There is a plenty of opportunity for everyone into the market to make certain kind of money. Now next question is how you will calculate the market growth rate. So To calculate the market growth rate, here is the formula. MGR is equal to individual sales this year, that means the current year, minus individual sales last year upon individual sales last year. So you are able to get what is the market growth rate for your respective companies. Let's move to the next slide. This is a BCG matrix square. The vertical axis measures the annual growth rate of the market and horizontal axis shows the relative market shares of the firm. So here in this diagram there are two axes, which is x-axis and y-axis. Vertical axis measures the annual growth rate and horizontal axis is a relative market share. Each of these dimensions is divided into the two categories of high and low share. It leads to large amount of cash competitions and cash generation. It leads to large amount of cash competition and cash generation. Attempts should be made to hold the market share, otherwise the stars will become the cash cow. So the cash being spent and brought in approximately nets out. If a star can maintain its large market share, it will become a cash cow when market growth rate declines. The appropriate strategy for stars often its hold on, that is to maintain the market share, which usually requires large investment to increase supply and fight the competition. Next one is question mark. Question mark is the most business start as a question marks. They will absorb the great amount of cash if the market share remain unchanged. Product in this sale in fast growing market, but the relative market share is low. Question marks are the product that grow rapidly, consume large amount of cash, don't generate much cash. Question mark may call heavy investment and other capabilities. It has the potential to gain the market share and become the stars, and eventually cash cow when the market growth slows. So this particular strategy is used when you are at the initial stage of your business. This strategy includes the high growth rate, but the market share is low, as you have a potential to grow into this particular kind of cell. If it doesn't become the market leader, it will become a dog when the market growth declines. Question marks need to be analyzed carefully to determine if they are worth investment required to grow the market share. As I said, it is into the introduction stage. When your company or product into the introduction stage, that means you are into the question mark of the BCG matrix. At that time, you have to understand that your product are worth investing or not. Okay. So why question mark? A company which is in number of business may have a several questions. Some of this may be right for building up their image, some may be dropped, or at the times it might be for other reason, or might be for right strategy could be built all. Question mark have potential to become a stars, eventually cash cow and also becoming a dog. Investment should be high for the question marks. Let's move to the next matrix. Dogs. Dogs are the cash traps. This stage is a declining stage of the product life cycle. Product in these cells are called as dog. They may be produce a low profit or might be the loss. Dogs have a low market share and low growth rate and neither generate nor a consumer large amount of cash. Dogs may be considered for divestment. However, they may be retained in portfolio for Several reasons, like they may be providing a crucial inputs to stars, question marks, or cash cow. They may be necessary to complete the product range. They may be held to keep a competitors out, or for the reason like a goodwill, sentimental factors, etc. Here I would like to give an example of the Parleji company. Parleji companies, all other products are into the declining stage. Example you can take as a Parleji chocolate, Parleji other products. Those products are kept into the portfolio to maintain like we have this kind of product line into the Parle company. The product which is sold into the market, which is only one product, that is a Parle-G biscuits. But other products are kept just to maintain the goodwill and also the shows the product range. As a particular industry matters, it growth slows. All the business units become either cash cow or dogs. The natural cycle for most of the business unit is that they start as a question mark and turn into the stars. Eventually make a stop growing, thus business unit become a cash cow. At the end of the cycle, the cash cow turns into the dog. Dogs do not have potential to bring in much cash as they are into the declining stage. Number of dogs in a company should be minimized as you have to move to the next stage, that is a growth stage. Business is situated at a declining stage. Thus, the growth share matrix become planning framework for strategic planners, and this particular dog system is has to be taken into the consideration that which product should be kept and which product should be goes out of the market. Next one is a cash cow. Cash cow is a low growth rate and high market share. This stage is called as a maturity stage into the product life cycle. As the market measures or when the market growth rate become low, the stars would rather become a cash cow. Cash cows are high market share businesses in slow growth rate. They are foundation of the company and often stars of yesterday. Industries that do not normally require significant reinvestment. As a leader in mature market, cash cows generate lot of cash which may be used to finance the development of stars and question marks. Here also I would like to give an example of a Parle-G biscuit. Parle-G biscuit is still get a huge market share but the growth rate is a low for the product, as I must say this product is has a no potential to grow. You don't see the innovation into this product but yet the market share of the product is very high. They generate more cash than required and then this cash can be used for other products to become a star into the market. They extract the profit by investing as little cash as possible. They are located in an industry that is mature, not growing or not declining. Thus, the growth rate of this particular cash cow is low. Let's take the example of Hindustan Unilever. Hindustan Unilever is one of the leading corporate in India and all over the world. Let's have a look at how the BCG matrix is works for Hindustan Unilever. Star. Star has a high growth rate and high market share. Product like Lifebuoy, Lux, Kisan Jam, Will, Surf Excel has high growth rate and high market shares. So those are the stars of Hindustan Unilever, that those products are into the growth stage of product life cycle and these products are leading products into the market of Hindustan Unilever. Question mark. Question mark is Close Up, Pepsodent, Fair and Lovely, Rin, Taj Mahal tea bags. Those are the question mark, which means high growth rate and low market share. These products are yet to develop their market share. Next one is a cash cow. That is a maturity stage. The products are Clinic Plus, Sunsilk, Vaseline, Red Label. These products are already established into the market. They have grabbed the market share, but the growth rate is very low. And last one is the dogs, that these products are no longer you can see into the market scenario as they are into the declining stage. Example of this are Taza, Brook Bond, Brew. These are the examples where the market share is low and also the growth rate is low as they are into the declining stage, and company has to take the decision that they should remove the product from the market line as it remains there into the product line. So these are all the examples where you can get more understanding how the matrices work for your company. Thus, I must say the BCG matrix, growth share matrix, become a planning framework for the strategic planners as it offers the organization's product or services, strength, weaknesses, at least in terms of current profitability as well as likely to the cash flow. So this matrix is very helpful for understanding of SWOT analysis of your particular company. I hope the concept has been clear to you and you are able to utilize this concept into your daily life as a part of your work into your company. Thank you so much for listening to this lecture.